Today is December 10th, 2010. It is 3:23. We're at Shekinah Radiance, Walsham. This is Mr. Briarty.
Okay. And this is Miss Hayes, adult number 2. You can take a seat now, Miss Hayes. So Mr. Jesus Cantu, math teacher. Okay. And
no cards.
Oh, the note cards. Three note cards. Okay, Stephen, when you're ready, Stephen Brown.
My persuasive speech is about school uniforms in school. I'm here today to convince each and every single one of you why school uniforms should be enforced in all schools. Yes, school uniforms keep students from making fun of each other for what they have and don't have. Nobody wants to see their children come home from a long day of school and be sad. When I think of uniforms, the picture of private schools and Catholic schools come to mind. Kids wearing the same thing until the day they graduate. I am currently a senior and I have to wear a uniform, khakis and a blue collar shirt, every single day. Of course it's boring, but it's something that I have to do and I have to follow the rules. Students should be free to express themselves the way they want, except for when it comes to their education. Good things about uniforms in the classroom includes breaking through class barriers. Students are less likely to make fun of one another because of the clothing they would usually wear. Students are dressed the same exact way, so they are made to look as equals. It also encouraging school identity and pride, gives the students a feeling of belonging to their schools. Schools with uniforms are usually smaller, so students can create bonds with their classmates. Speaking from my point of view, when I was at a private school, my mother didn't have to wake me up. I would be ready for school because I enjoyed going. Wearing uniforms usually saves parents money on clothing, and that's a big thing for most. If they have more than one child, the clothes can be passed down to one another and so on and so on. Save some children the embarrassment of teen fashion and time spent in the morning deciding on what they're going to wear for that day. As opposed to uniforms, as you know what you're going to wear every single day. Uniforms are also a sign to be professional. It says that you're at school for one thing, and that's to get an education. It's like your father puts on a suit to go to work and make money. You make your money by getting an education. And policemen also wear uniforms so you can identify them as the law. Almost all occupations have a form of a uniform or a dress code, so you might as well get started now. Plus, most clothes that children wear have nothing to do with academics, and it just becomes a distraction in the classroom. Now, for all the schools that don't have uniforms and want to apply them to their schools, the administration should no longer have to worry about dress code because it will be easy to spot the children that aren't wearing their uniforms. Imagine going on a field trip and knowing where everybody belongs and who and doesn't belong, who and does not belong. The school board should also make the uniforms affordable to all and think about every student that they have. The school should also let the students vote on the situation at hand so they can feel that they had a voice and that they matter and that it's just not thrown on them. The school debate team should have a debate so they can express themselves and the pros and cons of uniforms at the end, though it should be the school board's final decision. And now for my conclusion finally. If schools are tired of the way their students are dressing, they should enforce a dress code. I'm sure that parents would be all for it, at least most of them. Give the students an ultimatum so they will finally realize that they're at school for one thing and one thing only, and that's to earn an education.
Excellent.